welcome to the latest video. So today we're going to be going over the pistol round win percentages of teams in 2020. The filters are shown at the top 50 on HLTV with a minimum of 100 maps played. We feel like this is a good amount just because it then covers teams that have played a lot, but also teams who have played similar level opposition at the very least. So first off, it's just top 10. We have Espada coming in at first, Team Spirit second, Liquid third. I mean, there's not much of a surprise here. Like, we've got a few of the big dogs, as it were, in there, right? Astralis, Vitality, Na'Vi, all in the top 10. So we're just going to advance to the next slide here. So this is now the bottom 10 teams. So any shock results? I guess Fnatic are in there. That's a bit of a surprise for most. Mouse Sports are shown here too. Ents, obviously they've had a bit of a strugglesome year, I suppose. Virtus Pro are actually somewhat surprising to me because they have had a really big, I was going to say uprise, but it's probably not the right word, but they've had a really good set of results, but that was towards the end of the year, and it was probably, what, say 60 maps, and obviously this is a minimum of 100, so maybe across the other maps they did quite poorly as well. Now we're looking at the top 10 teams by pistol win percentage on CT side, so let's see how this changes a bit. So Astralis have shot up to the top, 61.3%. That's a way higher percentage than what they had previously. Spirit's still holding strong, but this shows that their T-side win rate is much lower. And keeping along with the same front, we've still got Na'Vi here, we've still got Vitality, FaZe were here again. Heroic can make an appearance as well, which shows their CT side pistols are evidently stronger than the T side. OG and North, a team that many people forget, I guess, through 2020 at least, because there was a lot of roster changes here and there, but hopefully 2021 is a bit of a better year with Messioso being the front man, I suppose, of a lot of the team changes. Now we have the bottom 10 teams by pistol win percentage on CT side. Endpoint coming in at last here. So we saw an average that the CT pistol, at least on the top 10, it was going higher. And the same can be said about this one, but it's actually lower towards the bottom 3 at least, like way lower, so these 3. So K23, Mouse Sports, Endpoint winning 40% of their CT side pistols. It's really not great. Hopefully they do some work on that. They've made an appearance so far in both of these. Cloud9, Fnatic still staying. Obviously worth knowing, Cloud9, it's not the roster that we know today. It's mostly the former South African US hybrid that we saw in the past. Gengia in here, Skade, Movistar Riders as well, another low one. But you can see there's a huge drop off from about this area here is where there's like a significant drop. We're now looking at the top 10 teams by T side. So Liquid come firing out here. Look at that huge uprise there. So they're way above Espada, who are way above K23. K23 were second or third from the bottom on the CT side, but T side they've managed to get the third best. Kind of crazy to think of that comparison. And of the teams that were in the list previously, we've only got Gambit, Vitality, and I believe EG were in the original top 10. Espada were in the original one as well, and Liquid were showing appearances, but no Astralis. Well, it's a bit of a surprise, really. Like, we always praise Astralis for having good strategical play, and obviously they have really good pistol players. Magisk is incredible, Dupree's really good, Device is good. I mean, they're all fantastic, but T-side, they don't seem to get it done as well. And now looking at the T-side pistol, so again, there is a slight drop-off, because it is T-side. We expect teams to perform slightly worse, but you can see the numbers, they're a lot more level here, up until Ents and Fate, obviously, which they clearly have had their struggles on the T-side pistols in 2020. Hopefully there are some changes made. I guess Ents, they've got the new lineup coming through. Fate, I'm not too sure about. They have that Rainwaker, who was highlighted in a previous video of ours. But otherwise, I guess I think there's been like 2 teams that are featured in every single bottom 10 teams. Endpoint is one of them. Mouse Sports and Fnatic have avoided it for the T-side one. But Endpoint clearly pissed around to something they need to look at. But on the other side of things, I guess it's just a bit of a surprise to see how much of a drop-off there is for some of these teams. Like, that they may not know how poor their pistol rates have been, or how, you know, even a 5% increase could do a lot for them. But that's going to be it from this one. This has just been covering the pistol rounds. Thought it would be interesting to find out what kind of teams struggle on pistol rounds, what teams excel, based on each side as well. So if you're liking the content so far, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more content every single day at 9 PM GMT.